So sit back, relax. We will start exactly at 6. I'm looking at my clock here, my watch, my phone. It's almost 6. All right. Beverly's here. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. I can't believe it. It's almost 6. Take a deep breath. Relax. Good morning, Patrick. It's 6 o'clock. You're all just on time. All right. Let's take a deep breath and recognize that we're right here and right now. Again, if you're just tuning in, I'm Rev Dr. Rita on the island of Kaua'i, leading this meditation. I decide to evolve spiritually. I can't think of a more important time to focus on our spiritual evolution. And what does that mean? It means that we've decided to raise our consciousness a little bit higher than it's been before. And the quote we're going to have today talks a lot about that. So let's take a deep breath again. Let it out slowly. Take another deep belly breath. Let it out slowly. We're here, right here in this moment. We're taking that big golden box out in our mind's eye that has any concerns or troubles or challenges or things that we don't want to think about right now for this moment. So we, in our mind's eye, put those challenges in that box and know that while we are meeting here today, they are taken care of. So close that lid, pull that box aside, and bring your attention right here and right now. Breathing slowly, I recognize that I am breathed by spirit, by life itself. I am totally taken care of. And I know the same thing for each and every one of us as we come here recognizing that energy, that source that moves us, that lives us, that breathes us, that loves through us, that highest part of ourselves. That's what we bring here today, and we are evolving spiritually in consciousness higher and higher. So I bless our time together, and I allow it to evolve. I allow it to unfold and know that it is unfolding perfectly. As I release my word as law, I let it be. And so it is. And so it is. Take a deep breath. You know, I always like that golden box because it just goes to show what you can do with your thought. Everything's thought, right? And just for a moment, we just said, you know, we're just going to put that aside. And we're going to know it's taken care of. And I think there's many times in our life where we have to give that kind of surrender to ourselves, where we know there's nothing more we can do about it right now. It's taken care of. And then we'll be prompted and guided to do what is ours to do. And if we're so focused on it, it's hard to even think clearly, right? So today's quote is from Pema Chodron. I hope I'm saying her name right. And this is something that makes so much sense to me. So she says, nothing ever goes away until it has taught us what we need to know. Nothing ever goes away until it has taught us what we need to know. Okay, this is so true. And why would that be so? Why would it be so? Look at your own life. I'm looking at mine right now. And there's what kind of reoccurring things happen to you? Like, you think they're happening to you, but actually they're happening through you. So you have this experience, and then it keeps coming back in a different way. Maybe it's a financial thing that just keeps happening, financial lack, or maybe the relationships you're in show up the same way all the time, like, oh, something to do with trust or whatever. So what this is saying is it's not going to ever go away until it's taught us what we need to know. And why would that be so? Because how can we go on to something greater until we know something more, right? So the only reason something keeps reoccurring is because that's our state of consciousness. And so we're allowing it to keep returning by not expanding, not learning something from it, because everything's here to teach us something. I don't like to say, oh, there's a lesson in everything, but I hate to break it, but there is, if we care to learn it, right? So Ernest Holmes had this statement that was, when things look the worst is the time to do your best work. And why would that be so? Well, because when things look the worst, there's only one place to go, and that is within. And I think for myself, the times that I've had challenges are the times that I've grown spiritually a lot, but only because I've allowed myself to, because I've said, I've taken full responsibility for whatever is happening and looked at myself and why I find myself there. And we can't know more until we know more, basically. But the good news is we can know more if we choose to. So I think today while we're meditating, I think it might be good to bring something up that we want to know more about, something that's reoccurring in our life. And say this statement my mentor used to say, I know nothing. Now what can I know? And just really open up to listening. Listening. Because your intuitive self will guide and direct you if you allow it to. All right? That's not your psychic self. That's your intuitive self. The part of you that knows exactly who and what you are, which is God, light, love, all knowledge, all creativity, divine intelligence. So I'm going to be going in and thinking about something that keeps reoccurring for me. And it might take a little bit more than the few minutes that we have here, but it's worth the time and the effort. So nothing ever goes away until it has taught us what we need to know. So I think this would be a good time for a heart meditation, because our heart does know. So let's take a deep breath and let it out very slowly. Take another deep breath. Let it out slowly. Place your hands on your heart, or a hand on your heart, and get in touch with that breath and move it into your heart space. Feel the beating of your heart and the breath coming in and out. And slow your breath down to 4 counts in. 2, 3, 4. Hold it. And 6 counts out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And keep breathing slowly. 4 counts in. 2, 3, 4, 6 counts out. And allow your heart to just expand. And now you can ask your heart a question, bringing up whatever the issue is, any question, or just my heart, what do I need to know? Let's take some moments in the silence. There's a beautiful bird singing outside this window. I don't know if you can hear it. There are no mistakes, no coincidences. Sense what's around you. Sounds, messages from the universe, just for you. My heart, what do I need to know? So continuing to breathe slowly from our hearts, I bring my consciousness here to the spiritual mind treatment, and I recognize the intuitive nature of spirit within each and every one of us, the true voice that speaks to us, through us, as us, the one that only we can hear, our individualized expression of life as God, as light, as source energy, knowing all through us, as us. So I know that whatever we would need to know right now is already known, that we are expanding, that we are growing, that we are intuiting all the answers to any challenge that might be before us, knowing that right here and right now it is resolved. We have learned what we need to know, and we continue to grow, to expand, and to experience more and more of life in joy, in peace, in love, abundance, and health. There is nothing incurable. Everything is able to be cared for. There is only wholeness. That is our true nature. So I am so grateful to know this and to know that there is a perfect manifestation, demonstration for each of us today in whatever question we are asking. And that as we move through this day, more and more answers come to us, and more questions and answers and questions and answers. We are evolving. I am so grateful for this opportunity to look within, to expand, to grow, and for the beautiful demonstrations that take place. I am grateful, grateful, grateful as I release my word as law. I let it be, and so it is. And so it is. Just bring your consciousness back. Here, now, awakening, wiggling your toes, your feet, your hands, your fingers, and recognizing the beautiful day ahead of you. So, have a good one and a wonderful one, and know that the questions and the answers are all there. So, aloha, and thank you for being here, Sherry, Patrick, Bev, Cliff, and whoever else comes on here. Thank you for showing up for yourself. Aloha.